Hey guys. Alright, so I've been working on my ancestry and I'm still waiting on the kit to come back. It's been less than a week since I put it in the mail, so I'm waiting on that. So in the meantime, I've been actually plugging in family members that I know about, like my grandparents, my great grandparents, on like two sides of the family, like my mom's side of the family. I know those family members. On my bio dad's side of the family, I don't really know much about that family. I really don't. I know of my grandparents, and that's about it. That's it. So I've been learning a lot about my family, and I have there's different plans you can get on Ancestry. The one that I got, which was on sale during Christmas, was the all access deal. For 3 months, you get all access, and after 3 months, it's up to like $149, which that's a huge deal for all access. With that you get everything from the U.S. and worldwide, plus documents for birth certificates, marriages, death certificates, military information, like everything you possibly can want and need to successfully do your ancestry stuff. This is it. I already found a couple cousins, and I'm like, hey, you have the same book that I have of our family. That is so cool. And so kind of plugging those things all into it too, and seeing what they know, because they have different photos than I do. And I'm finding family members from Norway already. I'm like, this is insane. My grandma's side of the family is from Norway, so I do know that. My great grandparents immigrated here from Norway when they're little. So I do know that. And what's been interesting and kind of difficult at the same time is kind of figuring out grandparents, because I've had grandparents who've passed away and remarried. And it's like, okay, are we related to the first husband or the second husband or the third husband? Like, who am I related to in that line? So I'm really going off of birth dates and when people who I'm related to, like great grandparents, and figuring out their birthday. Like, okay, they're born this year, which means, okay, you're with first husband, not your second husband. Trying to figure out that line. So it's been really interesting to see and come together. There's still some mystery and still some stuff going on at this my grandma about, because she's like, we're still living, so I can ask her about those things and ask her, okay, did this person really go and live in South Dakota? Does she live in Wisconsin and Illinois, like, and Louisiana? Like, did she travel this much? Is it the same person? I remember some bit. I know South Dakota for sure, and but I'm not sure about the other ones. My grandma would know these things. This is like her grandparents, so she knows those stories. I just have to get them down. I just have to get it all down, and so I'm excited about this journey and about what's going on, because there's things on here that are popping up my parents hadn't seen. So I have a stepdad who I plugged his information in as well. I know I won't have anything much with him, but it's fun to see. It's still my family. It's still my family, and there's photos that popped up from my grandma. He had never seen before. He goes, "Where'd you get that from? Where'd you what? Like ancestry?" He's like, "What?" So it's really fun to watch that, and I do have an aunt that is on here that did all this ancestry stuff, but I don't know why she didn't come up with these photos. Like, they hadn't seen them. So it's interesting to kind of see what comes up. I know things get added all the time and things change on ancestry, so it's fun. It's a fun rabbit hole to go down. So I'm gonna show you real quick what I have. So this is my family tree so far. Like, it's not very big, as you can tell, but each family tree has, more family members on it. Like, here's all the hints from her. Over here is all of her children and her spouses and whatnot. So, I mean, all of her information. Like, it's so much fun. Like, this is Kima. She is biologically my great grandma. She did not raise my grandma, but she's biologically my great grandma. She died before I even got to meet her. So yeah, there's photos of her on here, and she so yeah, these are like all her hints and stuff for her family, which, yes, this is all her. I just haven't gone through them yet. But yeah, this is family for sure. So these are her siblings. Let's see. Let's see, from the left, this is Cora. This is Lean Christensen. Kima, who is my great grandma. And then this is Elma. Right? No. Helma. No, it's Elma. I don't know why the H is there, but it's Elma. And this woman is the woman who raised my grandma. We look more like her than her, which is kind of funny. Well, my daughter kind of looks like her a little bit, which is kind of funny. But yeah, no, she is very much who we take after a lot. So yeah, it's just interesting to see all this. I'm gonna show you Ingrid, because this is my great grandma. And look what we found. We found on here. This is her wedding photo with her husband, the kiddo. Look how pretty she is. But she definitely was like my daughter, for sure. My daughter was like a lot like her, which is so funny. So my daughter and I were comparing photos of her when she was little, because it looks just like her. Let me get back to that. Let's see. There's a photo on here. Where is it? Is it not going to show? No, it's not going to show. I don't know where it's at. Okay, under hints. Did I not save it under hints? Anyways, my daughter looks a lot like Ingrid, which is really funny. So yeah, but I'm loving working on all of this and figuring out family stuff and kind of going from there. So this is like I said, this is my grandma's side of the family, and that all of this is on right now. So this is my grandma right here, and then this is her side of the family. So my grandfather's side of the family, my mom's dad's side of the family, is a side of the family that I'm most curious about, because it said that side of the family, I think that's my grandma's side. My great grandma's side is the side that is related to Daniel Boone. I'm curious to find out if that is true or not, whether it's by cousins or by some like actual direct line. If I remember right, I think she said direct line from Daniel Boone, but it's not from his wife that was like in the books and stuff. Like that's not who the mother of the child is that we're descended from. We're descended from supposedly this is where things kind of get crazy. Is we were told that we were descended from an Indian child that he had. Obviously, it's harder to get records from Native Americans. They don't have records that far back. So it's going to be a challenge, but I'm hoping with my DNA that it'll pop up in some way, shape, or form. My hair is the only hair that is the darkest in the family. My hair is like black. And it is weird that my hair is this dark when no one else in the family's hair is this dark. Kima's might be dark like mine, but I'm not 100% sure because obviously we don't have colored photos of her. I never met her. I don't know what she looked like other than the black and white photos that we had. And in that photo, the black and white, her hair is darker than the rest of them. So that could be where I get my hair from. That very well could be. I don't know. So it is definitely a mystery as to where it comes from. But again, that's on my grandma's side of the family, and not my grandfather's side of the family. And so that's where it gets confusing. So we will see what happens. I'm excited and nervous to see where this rabbit hole of a journey goes. So yeah, I'm excited.